Hello and welcome to HillTV. I'm Dea Cassie.
And I'm Charlie Prelitz. A lot is happening on the Hill campus as we get closer to the end of winter term and a much-needed spring break.
Before leaving, we were treated to the Ellis Theatre Guild's production of Brigadoon. Set in the Highlands of Scotland, the musical tells the story of two hunters who discover a small town with a big secret.
The show featured a talented cast and guest appearances from faculty members and even some of their children. They all did an excellent job. Despite some messy, wintry weather, Hill students dressed up in their finest recently for the Sadie Hawkins dance.
Sadie Hawkins has become almost as popular as the sixth form dance as girls get to do the asking. The dance floor was full and everyone seemed to have a great night.
As we now look to spring sports and tryouts, it's important to highlight the way a few of our winter teams finished their seasons. Swimming turned in its best performance in over 30 years at this year's Easterns. The boys' team won 3 out of the 11 events, including the 200 free relay, with Sturge Dicos, Ryan Owens, Chris Chavone, and Alberto Mestre, who beat their own record for the 3rd time this season. Ryan Owens was also an individual champion in his freestyle event.
Boys wrestling came in 4th in the Pesa tournament, qualifying 8 boys for the National Prep League tournament at Lehigh. And the boys hockey team won the Maple Championship, beating Wyoming Seminary in overtime, 1-0. Congratulations.
Another sports activity this winter captured the attention of many students looking for something new to try. Here's Sam Brush with the story.
There's a new winter sport at the Hill School, a noble, intelligent one. Fencing was traditionally a sport for nobles in the medieval period. Now is being practiced right here in Pottstown. One thing has changed though, it is no longer a fight to the death.
Now, fencing is more of a combination of mind and body, so there's more of a balance compared to like big muscle sports. You have to plan out every attack and every defensive move that you make before you make it, so there's no improvising in fencing. And as a beginner, there's always the opportunity to put in the effort and become a great fencer.
There are 3 types of fencing: foil, épée, and saber.
The épée and the foil, there's a button on the end that has to depress, so you have to hit straight on hard enough to close the button, to press it down, whereas foil or saber is a slashing motion rather than a poking motion. There's a cord that's hooked up, and this plugs into the machine, and obviously it's a very small electric current comes through. The sword has an electric wire that runs down in a thin groove in here that connects through, and then this plugs in to the sword, and when the circuit is closed, a point is recorded.
As important as Dr. McGrath's role has been in solidifying the program, student interest is really what got fencing off the ground.
I do have a true passion for fencing, so sophomore year I decided to start a fencing club, just a couple kids meeting around anywhere on campus that they can fence, and it kind of turned into something a little bigger by junior year when Dr. McGrath came in, and she helped us out saying, let's take this to Mr. Eilberg and Mr. Lehman and see if we can get an actual team to start up.
And what does the future hold for fencing at the Hill School? Dr. McGrath has high hopes.
So originally I was told to expect maybe 5 or 6 kids to sign up, and in fact we have 24. Plus there must be close to another, I don't know, 8 or 9 kids who are coming who are doing other activities. And if there remains an interest within the student body, then hoping eventually it will become a varsity sport.
Sam for HillTV.
So Dea, where would your ideal spring break location be?
Probably somewhere in Canada.
Check out what some of your classmates had to say about their time away.
My ideal spring break would probably be just going somewhere warm like California, maybe Florida, somewhere like that.
Yeah, my ideal would just be spend time with family and old friends, relax, get away from school.
My ideal spring break is to go home and sleep a lot and catch up on work and to relax for as long as I can.
My ideal spring break is skiing and snowboarding in Vermont.
My ideal spring break location would be somewhere on a beach.
My ideal spring break is being with friends and family.
My ideal spring break is to have fun with my friends and family.
So my ideal spring break is going somewhere warm and tanning, even though I don't tan very well, and hanging out on the beach with family and friends.
My ideal spring break is to be able to relax and possibly work out on my own time.
Being able to have some days off of school with no homework, which has been killing me, and being able to just go back to Philly, where I'm from, and being able to enjoy cheesesteaks and go out and enjoy the sun.
Well, I know I'd spend most of it sleeping myself. I'm Charlie.
And I'm Dea.
Stay classy, Hill School.